Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be flipping through this book about Versailles. We're doing viewer's choice this week, and my viewer M. Rosalie requested something about Versailles. So I found this book, which I deliberately have not looked through. We're going to explore it together. But from what I've seen, it is a bunch of really great photos of Versailles. It's basically one big long photo book. You can see the Hall of Mirrors here. And I thought we would brush some of the pictures too. I never got to go to Versailles when I visited Paris. Oh gosh, it was during a horrible heat wave and it was so hot. The thought of getting on a train to go to Versailles, even though it's not too far from Paris, it sounded miserable. We went to the Louvre instead that day, which was a better choice because it was air conditioned. What a concept. But I regret not going, to be honest. I wish I'd gone to Versailles. So let's check out this book, Versailles. Looks like there is some bits of history. We're not going to read any of this book tonight. We're just going to look at pictures. Let's see. History of Versailles. There's Charles Lebrun. Oh, this is by Charles Lebrun. It is Louis the 14th, obviously. Louis XIV. Yeah, the Lebruns were big on painting portraits of the royal family. That's Louis the 15th and Louis the 16th. And King Louis Philippe and his sons in front of the palace of Versailles. Let's see, the chateau. Look at that layout. That's incredible. So let's see what we got here. First up, we have this big horse statue. Where'd my brush go? Oh, it's hiding in the book. This is Louis the 14th on a statue here. The horse has a ribbon around its tail. And it has this leg up. I won't spend too long on each picture because there's a lot. My goodness, the front gates. The Palace of Versailles seen from the Court of Honor. The fence was restored in 2008. Wow. That's a lot of gold. Then this is the old palace seen from the royal court. Big columns here. And lots of gold all around. A little clock up here. Wow, look at this parquet flooring. That is so detailed. So geometric. That's incredible. Here's the little clock. Let's see what it says. I guess it's, oh, this is 14. See, this is 34. This is 13. Hercules resting and Mars resting. Yeah, that must be Hercules because he's all buff. And this must be Mars because he has war gear on. But barefoot. And head of Apollo. I don't see a head of Apollo. Is that supposed to be this? Maybe it's this. Oh yeah, because he's the sun god. So there's Apollo telling the time. I get it. Some more statues here. Looks like of some more Greek figures. Oh, this is Asia and Europe. I'm guessing this is Asia. Is wearing a turban. This is Europe. Looks like Athena. And then this is Africa. Sure. And this is America. Not what I picked to. Oh, he's standing on an alligator. What's he standing on? But they all have their foot on something. What is it? Like cornucopia and a helmet. And I don't know what that is. But that's clever. The grand stable. Look at all the coaches. My goodness. That one's very fancy. And beautiful archways here. The grand stable, you can see all the stable entrances. And there's some horses. Look at this rooftop here of the Royal Chapel. Gorgeous. All the statues up there too. This is the altar of the Royal Chapel, all covered in gold. And this is zoomed out. There's the altar there, and the beautiful painted ceilings, and the big columns there, and arches, and more gorgeous parquet flooring there. And this is, I'm guessing, the painting, not up here, but a painting on the ceiling called God Almighty in His Glory Bringing the World the Promise of Redemption by Antoine Coipel. It's very bright and shiny. All the angels are like, I can't see, it's too bright. This is the Royal Opera. That's a lot of chandeliers. That's a lot of chandeliers. And if you're sitting in the audience, this is the stage. And it's very glorious. The drawing room of Hercules. Wow. And this is the apotheosis of Hercules. There's a lot happening on this ceiling. A lot. This is Feast in the House of Simon. They sure are feasting. There's little angels up there too. Pretty wild. The king's grand apartment from the drawing room of plenty. Wow, let's go in. Let's see the king's room. The drawing room of plenty. And this is, gosh, the nef of Louis XIV. I don't know what that means. But it's on the ceiling. The nef. Someone will tell me what it means. This is another painting here, I'm guessing is in this drawing room. This is the Venus drawing room and the Diana drawing room. How many drawing rooms does one need? There's Marcus Aurelius. And there is Louis XIV by Bernini. Pretty majestic. That's beautifully done. The Mars drawing room. What do you need that many? What do you need more than 2 drawing rooms for? This is the Chariot of Mars. They really liked their Roman deities. The family of Darius at the feet of Alexander the Great. So this is Alexander. And Darius the Great of Persia surrendering. Wow. Very nice. You know I love my Rococo art and architecture. This is like the world's best example of French Rococo. That's Louis XV, it says over here. And this is the Mercury drawing room, which looks like a bedroom. But it says the Mercury drawing room. Canopy and head of the bed. I guess he sleeps in the drawing. Maybe takes a nap. More epic ceilings there. And throne room here in the Apollo drawing room. More epic ceilings across. More Apollo. Man, they really were into the Greek and Roman stuff. The war drawing room. This looks like it's by the Hall of Mirrors, judging by all the mirrors. And how glitzy. I always say, you know, it's French Rococo if it looks like Marie Antoinette threw up all over it. This is what I mean. There it is, the Hall of Mirrors. Probably one of the most beautiful rooms in the world. Look at it. Fantastic. Even more chandeliers, all glittering off of the mirrors there. Fantastic. That's creepy. I don't like this. Établissement de l'Hostel Royal des Invalides. So like commemorating a hospital? A royal hospital. Okay. Yeah, the foundation of the Hotel Royal des Invalides. Okay, whoa, we got a fold out. Whoa. Whoa. The king rolls alone. It's called. The capture of the town and citadel of Ghent in 6 days. There's a lot happening in these ceilings. Halting the fury of duels. These are epic names. My goodness. And then this is the ceiling in the Hall of Mirrors here. I'm guessing all the fold-outs are detailed looks at the ceiling in the Hall of Mirrors. That makes sense. This is a really cool book. The peace drawing room as opposed to the war drawing room. I like that. Balanced. The Queen's staircase. Beautiful, beautiful. More Queen staircase there. This is Allegory of the Wedding of Louis XV and Maria Theresa of Austria. They weren't married, were they? No, it's her daughter married. Oh, anyway. We'll get to that, I suppose. Antechamber of the Queen's Grand Couvert. Silverware service of George III of England. Which, didn't he die of like silver poisoning? There she is, Marie Antoinette and her children by Elisabeth Lebrun. I love this painting of her. I think this is to show that maybe one of her babies died, or maybe she's expecting, because she had 4 kids. But usually when they do something like that, it means a baby died. But anyway, chest of drawers, fantastic. Mercury, you can see his staff there. My goodness, the bedroom of the Queen. Wow, and they have this blocked off here with seats because it used to be like a special thing to get to come and watch the Queen wake up. And they'd all applaud. Also watch the Queen give birth, but I don't know if this would be like a birthing bed where she would sleep. My goodness, those details. Do you think it's even comfortable? It is gorgeous. I bet even if it's the most uncomfortable bed, you'd still get a fantastic sleep in something like that. Beautiful. This is my favorite, the white with gold detail. It's kind of giving Trump White House, but this is like much classier, right? Much classier. Little harp here, little music room. And a nice couch there to lounge upon. The Salon Doré. And that is very fancy. I'm guessing that's on the ceiling. With a little gold applique. Oh, that's very pretty. How cute. I think I like this better than all the Greek gods everywhere. A book belonging to Marie Antoinette. Le Théâtre de la Fère. Wow. And this is the Queen's Library, which is a nice color green. I like that shade of green a lot. The Cabinet of the Meridian. A bathroom. With no bath. What? I guess you have a little day bed to relax upon. Oh, maybe that's for like changing. Maybe this comes down and it's a little space where you can sit and change before taking your bath. But it looks like the bath is long gone. There's Marie Therese Charlotte of France and her brother, the Dauphin Louis-Joseph Xavier. Cute. They'd go on to have very sad lives. Wow. That must be Marie Antoinette right there with the children. Didn't they have like a little shack where she would pretend to be a peasant somewhere on the property here? I'm not sure. Look at that window there. Very detailed. I don't know why, but I get the vibe of the Winchester Mystery House. Here's the King's bedchamber. But you can see the partition there for the people watching and wake up. Yeah, the Winchester Mystery House, if you don't know, is in San Jose, California. And it's this huge mansion with rooms that just go and go, but it's all very mysterious and spooky and eerie and haunted. I don't know why I'm getting that kind of vibe from this. It's obviously far more glamorous than the Winchester House, but I don't know. I'm getting that kind of energy from these pictures. I don't know, maybe it's just the emptiness of all of these rooms, because that's what the Winchester House was like, because it was never finished. It was never fully furnished. This detail's so pretty. Oh, a cute fireplace, too. I don't know. Wow, that's a clock. My goodness, astronomical pendulum clock. That's intense. Pretty intense. Dressing room of the pendulum clock. The clock has its own room, because of course it does. And it's all very, very glitzy glamour. The after hunt dining room. You know, or else you can eat after you go hunting, obviously. There's the study. Oh, the little details on the cabinets. Yeah, Rococo style, I think. Because, you know, if you've seen me look at mosques and cathedrals, I'm like, I love detail. I love how intricate everything is. That's why I love this style. It's all so meticulously beautiful. Like, so much effort went into every little tiny detail. The library of Louis XVI. Wow. The dining room? Dining room in the new halls, or the dining room of the porcelains. I'm guessing these are the porcelains here. That's a painting of Louis XVI hunting. The stag crosses the river Oise on the Royal side, within sight of the town of Compiègne. More paintings here. The Siege of Brussels. The bedroom of the Marquise de Pompadour. That's kind of cool how the bed is set into the wall, like a little alcove. And I love this green. That's such a good color, almost mint color, I guess, like mint ice cream. The grand apartment of the Comtesse du Barry, which was Louis XIV's, 14th. It was a mistress of Louis the, gosh, I want to say the 15th. Yeah. There she is right there. Because it was Marie Antoinette's father-in-law, which means it would have been the 15th. Because she married the 16th. Look at this, the bedroom of the Dauphin. The prince's bedroom. Wow. Much more empty, huh? Beautiful flooring. Whoa. Globe showing the depths of the seas and oceans and the vault of the heavens. That is so cool. I want one of these. That's awesome. That is so neat. There's the Dauphin's library. Oh, cute. The court of Artois with his sister Marie Clotilde Xavier. With a goat. She's on a goat. Let's see. Of course, you put your babies on the goats, right? The Dauphine's dressing room. The bedchamber of the Dauphine. There were quite a lot of Dauphines. Because I don't think they were allowed to marry, if I recall. They had to stay locked up in Versailles. Yeah, here's Adelaide, who was one of Louis XV's sisters, I believe. Madame Victoire's dressing room. My gosh, English tea served in the drawing room of the Four Mirrors. That's nice. They had a fun time pretending to be English, I guess. Madame Victoire's Paris Library. Wow. Gosh. Yeah, there isn't a single plain room, is there? It's Henriette playing the viola. Just bigger than her. Wow. Architectural plan, it looks like. So cool. Looks like a little dollhouse. The North Stone Gallery. Oh, wow. Louis Philippe, the royal family, and King Leopold I visiting the Grande Salle de Croisade at the Chateau de Versailles. Wow, wow, wow. Oh man, that's a really modern looking painting. Yeah, this is from the 1800s. This is from, well, the artist has lived in the 1800s. Wow. Yeah, interesting to see artwork from, I don't think this one is. Yeah, I wonder where there's artwork from after the time people lived here. I don't know, maybe, I'm sure it was a museum, right? Didn't Napoleon turn it into a museum? Child Louis XVI. The family of Louis of France, called the Grand Dauphin. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You know, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Right. I mean, dude got his head chopped off, so it's not like he's going to be offended. But, yikes. And the Moroccan ambassador and his entourage at the Italian comedy. They look very entertained. Solemn entry of Louis XVI and Maria Theresa. Wow. Obviously in here. Look at that huge landscape. That would be a good puzzle. That's such a random thought. Because it's like half blue and half green. You'd find all the colors and clouds and such. I don't really even like doing puzzles. I don't know why my brain went to that. Oh well. Who's that? 53. Oh, it's the artist. It's Hyacinth Rigo. Looks like he's about to draw on his hand. Wow. The Hall of Battles. Wow. So it looks like we're going to get lots of battle paintings here. This is Taillebourg. I don't know that battle. The Battle of Marignan. Wow. So detailed. I know I keep saying that, but I don't know, just art at this time, you could just stare at it forever and see so many different things. Some sketches here. It looks like Leonardo sketches here. But it's not. It's Jacques-Louis David. Yeah. Close enough, I guess. Jacques-Louis David. I do like Jacques-Louis David. Oh, there's Napoleon. Like one of the most famous paintings in France. Yeah, I think Napoleon had a hand in that himself. Jean-Baptiste Bellet, deputy of Santo Domingo to the Convention of France. Wow. He's leaning against some guy there. I'm sure it's so important. Of course, there's another Napoleon having a battle in Egypt. Napoleon again, I'm sure. The Battle of Abu Qir. Yeah, it's got to be Napoleon. Look at him go. Why is this dude naked? Just straight up. He should definitely wear clothes to the battlefield. There's Caroline, his favorite sister, Queen of Naples. Who else do we have? Other people I don't know. Napoleon again at the Battle of Austerlitz. Of course, he'd have paintings of that. I kind of want to see the castle though. Although all this Napoleon stuff is pretty cool. I kind of want to just see like more rooms in the castle. Look at Napoleon with his family. With his nephews and nieces. My goodness. That must be Josephine. The Tomier Gardens. Holy moly, this painting's dark. Loading the ashes of Napoleon I aboard the Belle. Oh yeah, they're, wow. Dark painting. Some revolutionary art. And this is a lot of artwork. Where's the castle? Because we're in the historical galleries. Okay, how about this? I'm stuck to the page. There we go. It's hot in here. Oh, that's, oh, never mind. I thought that was, I can't even remember his name. And there's a lot of modern art here. Here we go. The Gardens and the Park. Who am I thinking of? Jacques Hughes. That guy. Emile Zola. That's who I was thinking of. Here's the new palace here. Oh, blood. Blood. I never understood, like, vomiting fountains or peeing fountains. Isn't that gross? Oh, look in the snow. That's so neat. This is my kind of fountain here. That's so pretty. Oh, that's nice too. Yeah, these gardens are no joke. All the statues here. Let's see. More human representations. This is Africa. The earth. Just the whole earth. Europe. The Saint Roi. Isn't that blood? Oh, weird. Look at this fountain. Gosh. You could swim in it. Don't swim in it. It's more like a pool. Oh, like how pretty when it's off. All the horses coming out of the water. That's amazing. Wow. The basin of Apollo. Apollo rising out of the waters here. The beautiful trees. Wow. It's all so grand. Oh gosh, this is what I love. This is the orangery. All these little details in the shrubbery here. All the little plants. Everything perfectly manicured. Gorgeous. These must be the orange trees. The orangery. The stair of 100 steps. Do you think it has 100 steps, or is that just like it looks like it has 100 steps? That's a fountain of the Girandole. That's a butt. That's Apollo Pathos. That's a booty right there. The King's Garden, it's so pretty. Aww. That's nice too. The Hall of the Chestnut Trees. Oh wow. There's so much like Greek and Roman inspired stuff here. I never really realized looking at this just how much of it. Wow. Just how much of it is inspired by Greek mythology and Roman architecture and Greek architecture. The basin of the pyramid. Bathing. The bath of the nymphs of Diana. Yes, so much Greek and Roman gods around here. Wow. The dragon piece. Does he spit it out? I think so. Looks like it comes out his nose too. And he barfs it up. Wow. That's a lot of fountain. That's almost too much fountain. But that's the thing about Versailles. There's no such thing as too much. We need more fountains. More fountains. This is gorgeous. It's like a little grotto. This is so pretty. It's all like caged in so you can have a nice little walkway there among all the plants around the fountain. How many fountains do you think there are at Versailles? There's too many. But that's the whole thing, isn't it? The Chateau of Trianon. There's Trianon. It's gorgeous, but we just looked at all of them. We're like, oh, that's kind of barren. That's so plain. Look at this. Gosh, look at red marble. Oh, I guess that's pink marble, I think. Sandstone, I guess that's a choice. The Empress's bedchamber. Wow. Oh, that's pretty. The family drawing room. It looks like 1970s wallpaper. Well, I guess it kind of, I mean, this wasn't back in the day. This was much more closer to our time, right? Wow, they got paintings all over the place there. Hotel gallery. Not nearly as detailed. I like it when everything's covered in curly cues and such. So many people just floating around in these paintings. This is the bedchamber of the Emperor, the era of Louis XV. Louis XV, though, like, I don't know. This all looks so much more modern. I wonder if it was gutted and they redid it. I don't know. Nice little garden there. Sorry for my tummy there. Grand staircase of Petit Trianon. And there's Marie Antoinette, another very famous painting of her by Elizabeth Lebrun. The company drawing room, when you have guests over, you meet here and listen to the harp and the harpsichord, I think. The bedroom of Marie Antoinette. Wow, very plain for Marie. And here's the theater of the Queen. This is gorgeous. What a beautiful blue everywhere. That's very pretty. And the painted sets there. The French pavilion. That's the rock. Temple of Love. This next one is the farm. Yeah, this is where they'd play pretend to be peasants and pretend that they lived on a farm. Yeah, the house of the Queen. And that's it. Pretty epic. You can't really see, but let me try to like, all of the pages are lined with gold. Really cool book. I kind of want to go back and read all of the stuff and learn more about the actual castle and such, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go lay down, take a nap. I don't know about you guys. I'm feeling very sleepy after all that. But that was fascinating, wasn't it? Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you've been to Versailles. Tell me your stories about it. But I hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational, and I hope that you have a good